Mine's gonna run out of memory.
Well, then delete something. Let's
I
go.
already tried.
Delete all those pictures of you and Mike Paperno or whatever his name is.
Ash's got a good angle.
Kai, I got you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you.
That's cold.
I'm just gonna like.
Smile.
Okay, I can have one.
And
Wait, seriously, let's start.
Why are you not starting?
Are we good?
You can do it multiple times.
Yeah, ready?
No, not doing
out.
multiple
Make sure to
times.
go slow.
All right, so I'm following the list. Sartorius and gracilis are the most superficial leg muscles. Under the sartorius, as per the list, you have the rectus femoris right here, running parallel to the femur. Rectus means parallel, femoris means femur. Then you have the three vastus muscles. Vastus lateral, because it's on the outside or the lateral side. Vastus medialis in the middle or medium middle side. And then the vastus intermedius right down on the bone. All right. Then under the gracilis here, okay, you have all of your medial leg muscles. You have the semitendinous, semimembranous attached to the knee. Then you have all your abductors. The largest one is the abductor femoris. The next size is the abductor longus, the pectineus, and while it's not on your list, the little one is the iliopassus. Notice how they go from white to very dark red, right? So these are white, twitch, power muscles, and then these are fatigue resistance. Okay. Lateral view of the upper leg. So still the sartorius is out of the way. Then you have your tensor fascia latae with the fascia attached to it. Reflect your bicep femoris, which is your big hamstring muscle. All right. You get on top of those, at the top of them, you have the gluteus medius right here. So you follow them up to the top. You have the gluteus medius, it's a little ball of muscle. And I've crossed the gluteus maximus off the list. Lower leg, gastrocnemius is the ball on the calf. Soleus is right behind it. Tibialis anterior on the front of the tibia. All right, moving up to the back and shoulder. So you have your latimus dorsi, this big flap of muscle on the back. Then in the shoulder, you have your trapezius, which I've told you we can just do as one sheet. You don't have to separate the three pieces out. Underneath this, so now we're the deep muscles of the back and shoulder. You have your scapula. So you have supraspinatus on top of the spine of the scapula, infraspinatus below the spine of the scapula. Under the scapula, you have the subscapularis. All right. Then you have the rhomboids, which are these muscles that attach the scapula to the back. So subscapularis, rhomboids. All right. Flipping the cat over. All right. Under, in the armpit of the cat, on the bottom of the scapula, so is this teres major right here. Okay. It looks like it could be the infraspinatus, but it's not. It is a separate muscle. You also have the serratus ventralis while we're here. Serrated like the teeth of a saw on the ventricle cavity. Chest muscles. All right, so you have your deltoid, which again, we're doing as one piece. Told you didn't have to separate them out. You reflect that. So then you have your pectoralis major is this muscle that starts here and comes to the chest. Pectoralis minor is right below it. In the arm, you have the bicep brachii, the brachialis, and then the brachioradialis starts up here in the brachii region and then comes down over the radius. And then your tricep is the whole back of the arm. I told you could leave them as a whole unit. You didn't have to separate them out by heads, but they're pretty easy. You have the lateral head, the medial head, and then the long head. What else do we have? Okay, abdominal muscles. The top layer is the external obliques. Fibers are running this way. External. Flip them up. You separate them out. You flip them up. You have the internal obliques. Then, very carefully, you remove some of this white tissue. You can catch a glimpse of the transverse obliques. They're transverse because their fibers run transversely. So you have external obliques, rough fibers running this way. Internal obliques, fibers running this way, making like a cross hatch. And then transverse obliques, fibers running this way. The only thing left are these rectus abdominal muscles right here under this white tissue, fibers running parallel. So you have stomach fibers running in every direction. And that is your list. Oh, sorry. The linea albea is this line of connective tissue that runs all the way down the center of the couch. That's your list.